This dude said that I should hide my scars because to him it looked like a disease at first. Plants. And it didn't offend me at all. I got burned by fire and I embraced my scars. Lovely, beautiful. Happy she made it through that experience. I'm pretty sure it's traumatizing. Then to have some random man tell her that she should hide what she's been through when I'm sure when she look at those scars, it symbolizes, another chance at life. I want to talk about skin imperfections and the expectations. As someone who's suffered with skin imperfections, I feel like literally every type of skin issue that you could have, I've experienced it. And I feel like people are a little judgmental when it comes to that. I hear a lot of people say, get your skin together. People are quick to say they ought to do something about X, Y, and Z, whatever they got going on. Even people who themselves have struggled with skin issues, predominantly, I think something that most people go through is acne, um, especially teen years. I feel like if you're black, acne also can result into scarring. There's a lot of health like issues that can contribute to skin, hyperpigmentation, dark spot scarring. Sometimes those are results of acne. Sometimes when people incur like chicken pox, their skin is not the same that prior to. um so I just feel like people are kind of quick or like something to say about that, and I feel like people need to allow a little more grace. Like in this situation, this woman had, or this young girl had experienced a fire. Like, could you imagine? Like, I'm not sure the context, but she shouldn't have to reveal that. And she said she wasn't offended, and that's great. But some people are. And I just think people are quick to kind of like pass judgment or say they should do X, Y, and Z. One, a lot of times, just speaking from my experience, a lot of times some of the resources that are used to like treat whatever issue you may have may not be available to you. Also, a lot of times, like things that are used to repair certain issues are expensive. And a lot of those things, people, one, may not have access to, or two, may not be in the budget for what they're dealing with at that time. And a lot of times, if you don't resolve issues early, then sometimes it makes matters worse. I literally watch a podcast where a girl was like, "Oh, I can't deal with anyone with like scarring or like dark marks or something like that." And then she went on to say that when she was younger, she had skin struggles. So I don't like people who forget where they came from, because if that person had not gotten around and in an environment where, or making the money where, or just having a provider, like a care provider that can um resolve the issue, then she would have still been having the same struggles, and I'm sure wouldn't have felt that, had that take on the topic. So I just think that we should give a little more grace, and people be like, oh, well, they ought to do so and so about this, they ought to do so and so about that. Maybe they can't. Maybe they can't do anything about it, or maybe it's too expensive. Like, I just kind of want to advocate for things, kind of a stigma that they don't deserve. And a lot of times, what people associate with skin challenges is uncleanliness, and that is the furthest thing from the truth. Like someone like myself who is very clean, takes pride in a skin routine, and I know how hard and the effort and the products, like sometimes you go through, and sometimes when you're trying new products, you react, especially if you have sensitive skin. I have sensitive skin, so like I react to everything. And it is just like you try different stuff, and sometimes when you're trying different stuff, you're reacting to that. So it's almost like a reverse effect. It's crazy. But a lot of times when people observe other people, they think that because they have issues or whatever, that they don't try to take care of themselves. And sometimes it's the people with like the prettiest flawless skin that don't even like, it's a girl online, I forget what her name was, but she had a thing that went viral about her not taking showers. Her skin was beautiful, not a flaw in sight. And it's almost like, wow, this person is not even bathing and they look beautiful. And when I'm here, sometimes 2 to 3 showers a day, depending on activities or times of the month. Like, it's just, life is unfair sometimes, and it's just, and I feel like as a woman especially, like, you're highly criticized on looks and appearance and skin. And I think that um this post triggered me a little bit, because for that guy to say it looks like a disease to me, like, one, rude, and telling her she should cover it up, you know, is just, I think, is a little bit distasteful. So I share this take to say, you never know what people are going through. You never know what type of medical history someone has. You never know if they just, sometimes genetically, you have to deal with things. Um, like people that have like super hairy, they're just super hairy genetically, you know, and it's nothing that they can do about that. Like, a lot of times, I don't think people take the time to think about that. They just quickly, like, spew an opinion, and I think that that should change.